President Joe Biden making his first visit to the U.S.-Mexico border since taking office. The president facing mounting pressure to do more about the recent surge in migrants. ABC's Maria Villarreal is in El Paso with more. Maria, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Whit. Overnight, we didn't see migrants sleeping on the streets. We didn't see a surge crossing over the river. But make no mistake, this is a day-to-day battle. And leaders here in El Paso are eager to show the president what they've been dealing with for months. New this morning, hundreds protesting on the streets of El Paso ahead of President Biden's visit to the border. Some migrants sleeping on the streets outside as the administration releases new details on policies they'll use to combat escalating immigration issues.
Now, these actions alone, they aren't going to fix our entire immigration system, but they can help us a good deal in better managing what is a difficult challenge.
The administration's latest plan drawing criticism from Texas Governor Greg Abbott, appearing on Fox News Friday.
It took only a year under the Biden administration to have the most illegal border crossings ever. And what Biden is laying out right now is not going to reduce that.
Although his tactics have been criticized as a political stunt, Abbott continues to send troops to the border. Since August, El Paso has seen a flood of migrants surging across the border. City officials overwhelmed. More than 27,000 migrants released into El Paso in December alone. This Colombian man was separated from his Venezuelan wife and children after crossing the border under the administration's newest policies.
Okay. So for now, he's going to try and stay here in this city until he figures things out because he doesn't have family in the U.S.
Local communities and shelters like Annunciation House bearing the brunt of this border battle.
The challenge is that anytime you start receiving refugees, you're going to need staffing. So it's a lot of work.
So again, this is about showing the president what El Paso has been dealing with. But long-term city leaders say they need more resources, more funding, and really a long-term fix. Janae?
All right, Maria, thank you for that update. Now let's bring in White House correspondent Mary Alice Parks on the White House North Lawn. Mary Alice, a lot riding on this trip for President Biden.
Yeah, that's right, Janae. Huge stakes. The president has just been hammered for having not yet traveled to the border, mostly from Republicans, but also from a few Democrats. We know he will be joined by the Secretary of Homeland Security, members of Congress, local leaders. His team will meet with Custom and Border Protection officers, tour the biggest port of entry there in El Paso, as well as a migrant center. And this trip comes not only as we're seeing these record apprehensions, but as Republicans, who are now in control of the House, have made very clear that they plan to launch investigations into border operations and keep this issue absolutely front and center. Janae?
And Mary Alice, this is only the first leg after Texas, then it's on to Mexico. And the president, he's really got his work cut out for him there.
Yeah, that's right. He goes on from Texas to Mexico City tonight. 2 days there in Mexico City. He'll meet with the Mexican president as well as the Canadian prime minister. And Mexico's cooperation in managing the border is absolutely critical here. I mean, one big question, can the president convince Mexico to accept more migrants that the U.S. expels? As you were just talking about, just last week, the White House announced this rather aggressive new policy, saying that it would start rapidly expelling more migrants from Cuba, Nicaragua, Haiti, as well as Venezuela if they cross the southern border illegally. At the same time, allowing 30,000 people from those countries to apply for short-term legal status. The White House says they're focused on trying to find new legal pathways while also cracking down on illegal entries. Janae?
But drawing criticism from both sides of the aisle in the meantime. Mary Alice, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.